अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मेरा नाम है राजा सरोर सोहेब और आप देख रहे हैं ब्रेकआउट का एक और स्पेशल एपिसोड चेंजिंग द सोसाइटी वन स्टेप एट अ टाइम। आज मेरे साथ एक बहुत ही स्पेशल गेस्ट मौजूद हैं और आज का जो शो है इट्स गोइंग टू बी ऑन कंप्लीट light note because she's someone who has so many achievements that I would like to obviously learn a lot from her and make you guys listen to what she has to say with all the experiences that she has gained. So I would like to welcome Miss Mariam Qasim. Thank you so much for joining us, ma'am.
Of course,
it's a pleasure
I'm glad to
have
be
you
here.
Thank you for being here. So I want to start off with, like, you were just telling me that you're doing bachelor's right now, right?
Yes.
और इतनी छोटी एज में आपने इतनी सारी achievements जो achieve कर ली हैं, what has been the cue, what has been the reason that you got motivated at such a young age to, you know, explore yourself in this way?
I don't think I really focused on achieving a lot. I think I focused, मेरा जो short term focus था वो यही रहा कि मैं अपने आप को मसरूफ़ रखूँ with one thing or the other. मेरा जो aim कभी ये नहीं रहा to achieve big. I just started with small things.
Right.
And school time से from my 5th grade school के debates में उसके बाद whatever opportunity came in my way, यही था कि parents की support थी, खुद अपना शौक था. And now when I look back at it, I think I have something to talk about.
Obviously, so I was just looking at your CV and, you know, your resume. It has so many amazing achievements, and for someone of your age who has achieved so much right now, I want to ask you that what was that first thing that, because it happens with most of us, हम सारों की ज़िंदगी में कोई एक ऐसा moment आता है that, you know, it just gives us that spark that we have something in us, और जिसके बाद we start, you know, we become motivated, we start exploring more. So what was that one moment in your life that kind of, you know, instilled that thing in you that you can achieve more?
As I said earlier, I was never a shy kid. शर्मीली ना तो मैं student थी ना ही I was the first child. So घर में भी मुझे while growing up काफ़ी confidence मेरे अब्बू की तरफ से, मेरी अम्मी की तरफ से. But that one moment that sparked something was when I went to this exchange program.
All right.
इस exchange program का नाम है Youth Exchange and Study Program. 15 से 17 साल के बच्चों के लिए ये program होता है और जब when I did my metric तो उसके बाद I applied for that program and I applied just because I thought, you know, it would be fun कि मेरी और दोस्तें भी apply करी थी. तकरीबन 6 महीने का testing process होता है उनका and one after the other.
कहाँ पे based है?
It's based in the US.
Okay.
पाकिस्तान से हर साल when I participated तो हर साल पाकिस्तान से 108 बच्चे जाते थे, but अब it has decreased to 70 or 80 students per year.
Okay.
And it's from all over Pakistan. तो I applied for that program and my father वो मुझे शुरू से बोलते थे कि if you're applying I know you will get it, so if you're serious only then apply. But I was just like, you know, let me try. It's so competitive. I don't know if I'll make it or not. खैर वो हो गई मेरी selection final. And after I went to that program, of course parents की तरफ मेरी अम्मी was a little reluctant. वो airport पे जब मैं थी तब भी वो मुझे ये बोल रही थी कि घर चलो, like yeah, सोच लो. तो but my father, you know, he was very supportive, so was my mother. और वहाँ जाके फिर I was 16 and you are in a foreign country. ज़बान का फ़र्क है, culture का फ़र्क है और इतनी चीज़ें हैं, and just being 16, that kind of exposure, I think it transformed me in a way that cultivated a sense of inspiration and motivation within me.
So when you went there at the age of 16, तो सबसे पहली जिस तरह आपने बताया there are so many barriers, ज़ुबान का barrier, cultural barrier, तो आपने कौन सी ऐसी चीज़ें महसूस की जिसने आपको शायद homesick भी फील कराया स्टार्टिंग में, और कौन से वो चीज़ें थी जिसकी वजह से you started adjusting to the whole environment?
I think सबसे पहली जो चीज़ थी वो तो वहाँ के जो पेट डॉग्स का कल्चर है. माई होस्ट फैमिली हैड ह्यूज डॉग्स. तो एज सून एज आई एंटर्ड द हाउस तो वो कुत्ते बिल्कुल भागते हुए आते हैं एंड दे रिकग्नाइज यू फ्रॉम योर स्मेल. तो दे ट्राई टू स्मेल योर फीट, दे स्निफ एट इट. तो और कुत्तों से मैं बहुत डरती थी क्योंकि पाकिस्तान में तो at my house there was no trend. तो that was the first cultural shock क्योंकि वो आपके साथ सोफे पे भी बैठ रहे हैं, वो आपके साथ नाश्ता भी कर रहे हैं.
It will be a surprise for you to find out that मेरे घर में भी एक dog है and we treat him the same way.
Exactly, but we never did that. You know, it also depends on family to family. Yeah, it's not common at all. And I was very scared of pet dogs. So anyway, I started adjusting from that, and by the time I left, I was very frank with them. और जो चीज़ें as you were saying कि, you know, what made you kind of adjust in that culture, my host family. They treated me as a part of their family. It's been 5-6 years. I'm still in touch with them. I actually, मैं जब college के लिए अब मैं वहाँ bachelor's कर रही हूँ, तो उन last winter break I went.
Clear that the host family means कि आप किसी और family के साथ जाके वहाँ रही थी.
जी.
And were they Americans?
जी. So इस yes program की एक requirement ये होती है because एक cultural exchange program है, तो यहाँ से जो बच्चे जाते हैं वो American families के साथ वहाँ पे रहते हैं. उन families का एक proper background check होता है. Everything is clear. You know, those families they volunteer to host students because they want to learn more about the culture that the student is from.
Wonderful.
So I had a host sister, Tony, and then my host mother and my host father. They were very helpful. मतलब अगर मेरी कोई क्योंकि cultural exchange program था तो presentations वगैरह के लिए कभी मुझे across the city जाना होता था तो they would drive me there and very supportive throughout. And again, when you are so far away from your family, there are certain things that you have to do on your own. आप इंतज़ार नहीं कर सकते कि आपकी अम्मी उठेंगी तो आपको नाश्ता बना के देंगी या बिल्कुल जो इधर का culture है तो बिल्कुल मुख्तलिफ. So I think that made me very very independent and that taught me how to take an initiative. कि अगर मैं खुद and I tried certain things कि मैं बिल्कुल वो एक जिसमें बोलते हैं ना तुक्के पे try करना कि I would just send a random email and then I would get a call back. So that made me realize that it's not that hard. Like I can do it. So I think that was one thing that kind of
Were you scared a bit like when you reached United States or were you fully motivated कि कुछ भी हो जाए now I've burnt the bridges, I won't go back?
No, I definitely wanted to come back even now when I'm doing my bachelor's there. I think Pakistan is where I want to end up eventually because I like to stay close to my family.
Okay.
But I think I was unaware. I was very naive. मुझे इतना कोई 16 साल के लड़के या लड़की को अंदाज़ा नहीं होता कि आपके लिए उस पार क्या है. So I was unaware. मैं बोलूँगी मुझे कुछ ना पता नहीं था तो मैं इसलिए मुझे डर भी नहीं था. I was कि I would just do it. Exactly. I was very excited. मेरे पेरेंट्स and मुझे तो समझ में नहीं आ रही थी कि मेरे पेरेंट्स like why are they crying at the airport वो रो क्यों रहे हैं because I was so excited. लेकिन उसके बाद जब मैं कॉलेज के लिए वहाँ गई so I was the one who was crying and my parents were like calm down. So I think it's also a matter of age, a matter of sensitivity to things. और कुछ शायद कुछ तरीके से ये अच्छा भी था इसलिए कि अगर मुझे शायद पता होता कि what is there for me तो फिर मैं शायद मेरे दिल में कोई खौफ या डर या हिचकिचाहट होती. Just because I did not know what to expect, I was ready for it.
So once you went there, you started settling down. You obviously started exploring the states, and did you move from one city to another? या आप उसी जगह रही for your time?
So as an exchange student, we weren't allowed to basically because हम इतने young age में बच्चे जाते हैं तो उनका एक proper paper work होता है अगर उन्होंने कहीं जाना है. मैं एक civic education workshop थी उस time पे Washington DC travel किया. वो state capital hill में होती है. We met with the senators वहाँ के. Since I was तो पहले मेरा एक ये plan था कि doctor की तरफ था. But after that exchange program and after the interactions, I was like, no, I think I'm more of a international relations person or law or with the field of journalism. तो वो लेकिन उसके बाद जब मैं अब college के लिए जब मैं उधर गई हूँ and it's a whole different experience. Now I travel a lot. अभी फिर जैसे ही मेरी spring break होती है, I traveled across the state. I did a road trip 30 hours long and then West Coast and then last December break I had a chance to go to Europe and just kind of did solo traveling. So I save and travel so that so but not when I was
in the meantime you must be thinking about finding opportunities because I mean obviously let's face it हम पाकिस्तान में जहाँ रह रहे हैं यहाँ opportunities की बहुत ज़्यादा कमी है और एक जो basic वजह यही होती है कि हमारे नौजवान यहाँ से बैरून मुल्क जाते हैं उसकी वजह ये है कि वो opportunities को explore करने जाते हैं. तो जब आप यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स गई आपको opportunities किस तरीके से मिलना शुरू हुई कैसी opportunities थी आपका experience कैसा रहा?
I agree with you at this point. I think opportunities पाकिस्तान में talent बहुत ज़्यादा है. There's a girl as with the skill set that I have, same skill set whatsoever, but उसका exposure, उसका experience, उसकी opportunities मेरे से बहुत कम है. यही वजह है कि probably there's a difference in the educational skill set or whatsoever. उधर opportunities I'll start from the exchange year कि जब मैं गई तो मैंने आपको civic education workshop का बताया कि किस तरह वो they don't age difference उनके लिए हमारे यहाँ पे तो like if you have to meet a politician or if you have to meet a senator आपको कोई एक साल पहले तो वो appointments का एक तांता बनता है unless you have a सिफारिश. उसके बाद आप जा सकते हैं वहाँ पे if a person is interested चाहे उस no matter what the age is they will welcome you, they will listen to you, they will guide you in the right direction.
And you don't even have to be American for that.
No, you don't have to be an American, you just have to have an appointment and that's आप एक उनको call करते हैं, you know, that's how they cooperate with you. उसके बाद secondly आप college में आकर the kind of opportunities that we get starting from the shared governance. मेरा जो college है वहाँ पे faculty and students they have equal say in whatsoever happens in the school. हमारे स्कूल में एक डिवीज़न अब मैं जब गई तो मुस्लिम स्टूडेंट एसोसिएशन वहाँ पे it wasn't an official thing. So I along with some of my other friends we started that. I became the president of the Muslim Student Association. फिर हमने अपने कॉलेज में हलाल मील्स लाए, हलाल हाउसिंग लाई के मुस्लिम स्टूडेंट्स एसोसिएशन को, तो वो मतलब आपकी बात सुनते हैं, they give you leadership opportunities and then they support you financially and you know emotionally in different ways.
So it also comes to my next point. I really want to know कि obviously you explored the culture. How interested were they to find out about Pakistan? क्योंकि जब यहाँ से एक इंसान वहाँ जाता है और आई एम श्योर जिस टाइम पे आप गई थी उस टाइम तो परसेप्शन और भी स्ट्रॉन्ग थी एक पाकिस्तानी के बारे में कि यू नो हम एक टेररिस्ट कौम से ताल्लुक़ रखते हैं और जनरली जो भी एक स्टीरियोटाइप क्रिएट किया गया है, तो लोगों ने आपको किस तरीके से रिसीव किया वहाँ पे?
परसेप्शन डिपेंड्स ऑन पर्सन टू पर्सन. जहाँ पे जिस तरह पाकिस्तान में आपको हर किस्म के लोग मिलेंगे, इस तरह अमेरिका भी एक बहुत बड़ी रियासत है, वहाँ पे आपको हर किस्म के लोग मिलते हैं. आई वुडंट से एवरीवन इज स्वीट एंड इंटरेस्टेड. नो, जस्ट लाइक पीपल आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड हियर, पीपल आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड देयर एज वेल. एंड देन एज अ स्टूडेंट आई वाजंट इंटरेस्टेड टू टॉक टू देम ईदर. लेकिन कुछ लोग इंटरेस्टेड इस तरह से, जब मैं एक्सचेंज प्रोग्राम पे गई, सो दे वुड कॉल मी फॉर प्रेजेंटेशंस. दे वुड जस्ट डिफरेंट क्लब्स हैं, इवन द चर्चेस, द लोकल चर्चेस, दे रीच्ड आउट टू माई होस्ट फैमिली knowing a Muslim student was, you know, they were hosting a Muslim student, तो उन्होंने मुझे उधर बुलाया to talk about पाकिस्तान. उस टाइम इतना मुझे in depth तो ना इस्लाम का कोई knowledge था, तो जो what that kind of improved my own knowledge too, कि मैं research करके जाती थी क्योंकि there would be a lot of questions. मेरे स्कूल जो था, मैंने जो 11th grade है मेरा, वो मैंने वहाँ पे एक हाई स्कूल से किया. तो वहाँ के जिस स्टेट में मैं थी, इट वॉज एन ऑल वाइट स्टेट. वहाँ पे आपको कोई ब्राउन या इवन ब्लैक पर्सन यू वॉन्ट सी दैट. तो उनके लिए तो बड़ी कोई अनोखी चीज़ थी. उन्होंने पाकिस्तान से कभी कोई ना किसी से पहले मिले थे. दे हैड अ लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस लाइक डू यू राइड ऑन कैमल्स इन पाकिस्तान, इज पाकिस्तान लाइक अ डेजर्ट, इज पाकिस्तान इन एंटार्क्टिका. सो दे वर लाइक, यू नो, those were questions that would made me laugh too, but then I also realized that, you know, it was just an internet click away and I shouldn't be the one telling them ye kya. So you know,
it's sort of like fine to give the information as well. Right, for example, because we don't know about all the cultures in the world either. तो जब अगर कोई हमसे हमारे कल्चर के बारे में कुछ मांग रहा है, now there should be a difference between that, because sometimes वो एक डिस्क्रिमिनेटरी तरीके से भी लोग सोच सकते हैं और आपसे पूछ सकते हैं, और एक सिर्फ जानने के लिए, जानकारी के लिए वो आपसे इंफॉर्मेशन ले रहे होते हैं. तो हाउ वुड यू डिफरेंशिएट बिटवीन दैट? आपके कोई ऐसा एक्सपीरियंस हुआ जहाँ पे आपको डिस्क्रिमिनेट किया गया हो?
Back then, when I went on the exchange program, I think I wasn't aware of discrimination. I wasn't able to differentiate between if I was being discriminated against or actual, you know, awareness के लिए पूछ रहे हैं. तो उस time तो I was just willing to share. उस time I would just tell. उस time तो मेरे दिमाग में racism की या discrimination की कोई बात भी नहीं थी. But अब, now when I'm in college, after interaction with the people, now I can tell. Now I can, like, आपके पास internet है, आपके पास Google है. मैं आपको ये नहीं बताऊंगी कि पाकिस्तान एशिया में है या पाकिस्तान साउथ एशिया में. You should know कि पाकिस्तान मिडल ईस्ट में नहीं है. पाकिस्तान is not an Arab country. Pakistan is not a desert. This is basic knowledge. हाँ, then there come complicated questions. They ask of Sufism. They ask of hijab. They ask of the cultures in Pakistan. They ask of the, you know, different जो यहाँ पे हमारे natives थे, जो the north of Pakistan. ऐसे सवाल जो यहाँ के भी कुछ लोगों को नहीं पता होते. So I would say कि basic knowledge, you as a human, you have to have a basic knowledge that I'm not going to teach you about. If you're going to ask me a question like that, I will direct you to the internet. You know, you have that facility. लेकिन if there is some question that you're actually, I can see you're curious about, then also आप जब सफ़र इस तरह हम अब्रॉड ट्रैवल करते हैं, बैरून मुल्क जाते हैं, तो आपको इन चीज़ों को हैंडल करने का भी एक तरीका आ जाता है. हम ये चीज़ एक्नॉलेज नहीं करते. हमारे पाकिस्तान में इतना रेसिज्म है, हमारे पाकिस्तान में इतना कलरिज्म है. So I think you learn as you kind of travel and experience.
That's very true. And I do want to talk to you now. Obviously, you travel to Pakistan often, right? You come to Pakistan once in a while?
Last March, I came to Pakistan after 2 years.
So you come here once in a while, right?
Yeah.
And it's obviously because of your routine, your work. I want to know that when you come back over here, इतने साल आप साल लगा के आती होंगी, कितना डिफरेंस देखती हैं पाकिस्तान के अंदर? लोग कह रहे हैं यहाँ चीज़ें चेंज हो रही हैं, यहाँ की यूथ जो है वो उस तरीके से बेहतर होती जा रही है. तो आपके ख्याल में क्या चीज़ें चेंज हो रही हैं एक्चुअली?
I definitely think things are getting better. Of course, मतलब टाइम के साथ तो I think जो अपने ही फ्रेंड सर्कल को जिस तरह 5 सालों में जिस तरह मैंने उनको इवॉल्व होते देखा है, अपने भाई को और अपनी बहन को मैं जिस तरह चेंज होते देखती हूँ आफ्टर एवरी विजिट. पाकिस्तान में जिस तरह पॉलिटिक्स में जिस तरह जो डिफरेंट इलेक्शन कैंपेन्स आप देखते हैं, आप नए यंग इमर्जिंग पॉलिटिशियंस नए कैंडिडेट्स आप आते देखते हैं. आई मीन ऑफ कोर्स देयर इज़ अ लॉट ऑफ रूम फॉर इम्प्रूवमेंट, और पाकिस्तान जैसी कंट्री में तो देयर इज़ अ लॉट ऑफ रूम फॉर इम्प्रूवमेंट. But I do think things are getting better, and I also do think there is no place like home. I think Pakistan, no matter where I travel or where I go, the fulfillment that I get when I come home, I think it's matchless.
That's very true, and we're going to go on a short break on this note. When we come back, we're going to talk more about her experiences, early experiences, and her experiences right now, and also give a light on what she's going to do in the future. So don't go anywhere. See you after the break. Welcome back after the break. हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं मरीम कासिम साहिबा. Okay, so before the break we were talking about your experiences in United States, और साथ ही साथ something very interesting that happened in your time inside the United States was that you met a governor of a state who called you himself and asked you to come and visit him. So what was that experience like? When did you get the call, and what was it about?
That was when I was there as an exchange student. मैंने जिस तरह पहले जिक्र किया कि since it was a cultural exchange program, so we were supposed to give presentations about Pakistan, about Islam, and I did that. And eventually वो सिर्फ हम एक international education week के लिए presentations देते थे. लेकिन उसके बाद people started calling me कि आप come to the church or come to a club or to a college or a school. And then the word got to the governor when it came in the newspaper that I presented at this school and I was visiting from Pakistan. And then I got a call when he invited me to the state capitol, and eventually the meeting was scheduled for 15 minutes. वो meeting क्या होनी थी?
How did you feel? Because it's something very exciting.
I don't know. I felt overwhelmed, or I was like, okay, I'll go. Like I've come that far, so it wasn't something super exciting, but I was like, that's good. I'll go. और वो आई थिंक इवेंचुअली उन्होंने सिर्फ यही किया था कि शायद एक तस्वीर होगी एंड देन जस्ट लाइक अ हैंडशेक एंड सो वो 15 मिनट का मेरा टाइम स्लॉट था. बट वंस आई गॉट देयर, मेरी होस्ट फैमिली मेरे साथ गई, एंड देन दैट मीटिंग लास्टेड फॉर एटलीस्ट 30 to 45 minutes, in which we had a very casual conversation about like my whole and of course like as a political figure, as a governor, I'm sure he had a very tight schedule, but he was very interested in talking about the program, about myself, my family back home, Pakistan, and then and when I told him of my engagements at the end of our meeting, he declared me as the state's goodwill ambassador to the world. Then I felt like, okay, like what is happening?
Wow, now that is an achievement.
Yeah, that I was so young, but I was like really happy, like because I wasn't expecting it. I got a proper shield with like a state shield on it. I still have it. I've plastic coated it now, and like I've kept it in my safe.
Okay, so I do want to ask you कि obviously हर किसी की ज़िंदगी में उनके माँ बाप का एक बहुत बड़ा रोल होता है in building up their personality, in helping them explore these different opportunities. तो आपके father और mother का आपकी ज़िंदगी में क्या रोल रहा है?
सारा रोल ही उनका रहा है, आई थिंक. स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम द वेरी स्टार्ट, इफ़ आई गो बैक इन 2012, उनके लिए आसान, when I applied for this program, I got in, I had to travel literally across the oceans to a different continent. आसान जवाब तो उनके लिए यही था कि वो नहीं बोल देते. Who's some of my family members too, like who sends their daughters to the US. I think उनकी support, had it not been for their support, I would not do half of what I have done right now. क्योंकि अगर आपको घर से वो सुकून या कोई घर की तरफ से कोई टेंशन नहीं होती, then you're able to go straight. And if you know that no matter what, my father and mother have got my back, I think you're a very powerful person then.
I always believe that a person who is backed by their parents, they never have insecurities.
They never have insecurities, and I have this confidence that no matter what, my parents are praying for me. So their prayers have worked magic, literally. So I really believe in the power of prayers, and I am someone who I can succeed in life. I do think I'm an independent person, but I cannot succeed in life if I don't know कि मेरा जो back support है वो strong नहीं है. Let it be family, let it be friends. और उसमें like front of the row of course मेरे father और mother और मेरे बहन भाई जो हैं. I think उनका बड़ा major role रहा है, especially my father. साथ साथ लेके जिस तरह चलना, encourage करना, guide करना. My mother. I mean there's so many things to talk about. I think the time would end, but growing up with them, seeing the struggles that they've made for us.
Who are you more close to? It's a very cliche question, but ज़्यादा आप father के साथ बातें share करती हैं mother के साथ?
I think types of conversations. अम्मा के साथ मेरी different chemistry है, बाबा के साथ मेरी different chemistry है. So I think I share different. Like I'd call my mom like 12 बजे रात को I'm done and I'll call her and I'll just talk to her randomly. बाबा के साथ like I take more professional advice from him. ये कर रही हूँ, करूँ ना करूँ, what do you think? And अम्मा के साथ like whenever I feel low, I just call my mom, you know. So. And same goes for my brother and sister too. I think the more I grow up, the more I realize how blessed I am to have a family like I do, because it is not a common thing.
And we have a very special surprise for you. It's basically a message by your father, who recorded this message before we start the interview. So let's go and check it out. इस वक्त हम मौजूद हैं मोहम्मद कासिम साहब के साथ और उनसे हम लोग थोड़ी सी बातचीत करेंगे और साथ ही एक मैसेज रिकॉर्ड करेंगे मरियम साहिबा के लिए जो इस वक्त हमें स्टूडियो में सुन रही होंगी. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर कमिंग हियर सर. आप अपनी बेटी की इस तमाम अचीवमेंट्स को किस तरीके से देखते हैं और क्या बचपन से ही वो इतनी मोटिवेशनल थी, इतनी स्ट्रॉन्ग थी कि वो अपनी ड्रीम्स को अचीव करें?
थैंक यू वेरी मच सरोज, मुझे आपने इस वीडियो टीवी पर बोलने का मौका दिया. मरियम ने जो बातें आपने उससे की हैं वो थोड़े टाइम में वो अपना सारा जो अचीवमेंट्स हैं वो कवर शायद ना कर सकी हो. मरियम की इससे बहुत ज़्यादा अचीवमेंट्स हैं. मरियम जब वो 2 साल की थी तो उस वक़्त से उसने अनामात हासिल करने शुरू किए थे. मैं आपको ये बताऊँ कि मरियम 2 साल की उम्र में एक स्टेज से उसने 1500 रुपया इनाम लिया था. फिर उसमें ये चीज़ें फ्रॉम द वेरी बिगनिंग मैंने देखा था कि उसमें वो चीज़ें हैं कि उसमें लीडरशिप क्वालिटी है, उसमें कॉन्फिडेंस है. तो मैंने कोशिश की कि उनकी इसके रास्ते में कहीं कोई मैं रुकावट न बनूँ, मेरी वजह से उसमें कोई चीज़ कमी ना आए. फिर उसने जब फौजी फाउंडेशन स्कूल से 5th का एग्ज़ाम पास किया तो उसने मुझे कहा कि मुझे आप नेक्स्ट फौजी फाउंडेशन कॉलेज में मुझे दाखिला लेकर दें. मेरे पास इतने वसाइल नहीं थे कि मैं फौजी फाउंडेशन कॉलेज की फ़ीस अफोर्ड करूं, लेकिन इसके बावजूद मैंने ख़ुद को थोड़ा तंग किया और उसे फौजी फाउंडेशन कॉलेज में भेज दिया. वहाँ भी उसने सिर्फ एजुकेशन हासिल नहीं की बल्कि वो हर फील्ड में आगे जाने की कोशिश करती थी. USA जाने के लिए यस प्रोग्राम के लिए उसने अप्लाई किया तो उसने मुझसे पूछा कि बाबा मैंने USA इस तरह प्रोग्राम है तो आपका क्या प्रोग्राम है, मुझे भेजना चाहते हैं या नहीं. तो मैंने अपने दोस्तों या अपने रिश्तेदारों से मशवरा किया. उन्होंने कहा जी ये बेटी को आप USA भेजेंगे इतने दूर मुल्क में, तो ये तो कभी मुमकिन नहीं है. तो ये है वो. लेकिन मैंने किसी की बात नहीं सुनी और उसे वो जब उसने वो कामयाबी हासिल की, उसे वहाँ जाने का मौका मिला तो मैं उसके रास्ते में रुकावट नहीं बना. उसे वहाँ से मैंने बड़े अच्छे तरीके से रुखसत किया. वो वहाँ गई और वहाँ जाकर भी जो भी उसने काम किया वहाँ से मेरे साथ इवन कि जब वो कहीं कोई ड्रेस पहनती है तो फिर भी मुझसे वो मशवरा करती है कि वहाँ मैं किस फलां इवेंट में पार्टिसिपेट कर रही हूँ तो मैं सूट कौन सा पहनूँ.
लेकिन कासिम साहब ये बताइएगा कि अमूमन हमारे माशरे के अंदर जो बेटी होती है उसको कमतर समझा जाता है बेटे से और उसको इस तरीके से मोटिवेट नहीं किया जाता, लेकिन आपकी स्टोरी से पता चलता है कि बेटियां भी वो सब कुछ अचीव कर सकती हैं जो कि एक बेटा एक घर के अंदर अचीव कर सकता है. तो आपके दिमाग में ये जो सोच का डिफरेंस है ये किस तरीके से पैदा हुआ? आपने क्या चीज़ें सोच के अपनी बेटी को मोटिवेट किया?
देखिए मेरे जो फादर थे वो हमसे कम प्यार करते थे. हमारी एक बहन थी, उससे ज़्यादा प्यार करते थे. हमने उनसे इंस्पिरेशन ली.
आपके घर से ये चीज़
थी कि अपनी बेटियों पर ज़्यादा तवज्जो दें. तो मैंने अपने बेटे पर इतना तवज्जो नहीं दी जितनी कि अपनी इस बेटी पर दी है. और मुझे खुशी है और आज मैं बड़े प्राउड से ये कह सकता हूँ कि मेरी बेटी पाकिस्तान की उन मायानाज बेटियों में शामिल है जो कि इस मुल्क का नाम रोशन करेंगे. मरियम के लिए ये मेरा मैसेज है. मैं शुरू से भी उसे कहता हूँ कि बेटा जब किसी भी मकाम पर जो हो वहाँ एक तो आपने झूठ नहीं बोलना है, दूसरा, आपने जितने भी साथी हैं या आपसे जो जूनियर हैं या कोई गरीब लोग हैं, उनका ख्याल रखना है। आप किसी मकाम पर पहुंचो, गरीबों का ख्याल रखना है। उन्हें अगर कहीं देखते हैं कि किसी को कोई ज़रूरत है, तो आज भी वो अपने महदूद वसाइल से फंडिंग कर रही है बच्चों को।
Thank you so much, sir. And I hope, Mariam, आपको ये message पसंद आया होगा. Let's go back to the studio. So they want to know more about your culture and what you are basically representing in United States. तो जब वो सारा experience start हुआ, how was that? Can you talk about it?
I was in the local newspaper, जो Arkansas State की capital से the newspaper that would be printed. So that was basically a personal interview because in a state of Arkansas, it's very southern state, it's very rural state, America में भी. तो लोगों का वही पाकिस्तान और मुसलमान और लड़की और यहाँ पे कैसे, you know, very conservative image.
Yeah.
So those were the kind of questions like, oh, how did you? I was like, no, like I live a normal life in Pakistan. It's not that, you know, I am caged or I am forced or there was because this was my experience. I'm sure there are girls in Pakistan too जिनका experience मेरे से बहुत मुख्तलिफ है. But I basically talked about my experience. That was those interviews. The first interview was solely focused on me and my experiences. उसके बाद the second one was with the Voice of America. That was a Skype interview,
right.
And that was on my exchange program. How has my experience been so far? Would I recommend the exchange program? But I think it taught me like from a very young age like how to handle different things and answer different questions जो कि मैं पहले से भी presentations देते हुए और questions देते हुए सीखती आ रही थी. So I felt happy. I felt excited.
Did you even feel prepared, like you were meant to be here?
I think you were never prepared. I think you're just put at the spot and then you just go with it.
Go with the
flow. I think that's what if I prepare something beforehand, that's when I mess up, I think. But if I just, you know, just in the moment, yeah. So I honestly think you're never prepared for anything. It's just that you have to do it. Yeah.
That's what life is about, right?
Exactly.
Like sometimes it just surprises you with things that you've not imagined.
Yeah.
And they can be the best things in your lives.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's really good. We're going to come back to your early life now. You obviously were raised in Pakistan. You had a childhood inside Islamabad or Rawalpindi?
Rawalpindi.
So you were raised over here. Which school did you go to?
I was born in Karachi because my baba was in Pakistan Navy, but then we moved to Pindi. गाँव तो मेरा कश्मीर था, but we didn't visit very often. छुट्टियों में अगर कोई इस तरह होता था. Fauji Foundation की मेरी schooling थी. Till my 5th grade, I went to Fauji Foundation Model School. Then I went to Fauji Foundation College in Lal Azad. वहाँ से मेरी YES प्रोग्राम में सिलेक्शन हुई आफ्टर माई 10th grade. उसके बाद वापस आके I tried going back to Fauji Foundation again. I couldn't settle in there, so I applied for Roots. I got a scholarship there. I did my A-levels from there. Or interesting point, this is I think what I want to mention here. Roots में मेरा admission लेने का एक behind motivation एक यही थी, एक तो exposure का. Roots taught me a lot. And then उसके बाद to study abroad was another main goal. जब मैंने अपने 2 साल के A-level के बाद I applied for schools, universities. I either got rejections or I got waitlisted or I didn't get the scholarship that I wanted. Of course, when you talk about good universities in the US, it's a good sum of money too. So I needed some sort of financial support. And जो मेरी principal थी school की, she was, you know, very much supportive and she was very confident too because of my profile and whatnot. And I had, in the past life, I'd always been, you know, अगर मैं किसी चीज़ के लिए apply करती थी, so I would always get it. But this was a major shock because this was something I wanted so bad. और जब वो एक के बाद एक आपके rejections या wait list, so I was very disheartened, like what is happening? So maybe for a second I thought, you know, maybe I won't end up going abroad. Yeah, maybe I will stay here. लेकिन eventually it worked out. I got selected for a summer school instead. I went to Glasgow and then I went back to the US for another summer school. वो साल मैंने इस तरह करके गुजारा, and then I reapplied. And next year, the first school that I applied was Connecticut College, and I got a full ride to Connecticut College.
You got scholarships in all these programs?
Yes, I got scholarships in all this program.
How is that possible? How much did you study for it?
I didn't have to study for it. It's just that there's an application process. Right. Of course, like there are.
Obviously, it would be based on your grades, right?
Or not grades really. For that journalism program, एक essay था. वो आपने essay लिखना था, like what would you tell if you were to talk to an international delegation of journalists? So आप पाकिस्तान के बारे में उनसे क्या बात करेंगे? तो मैंने उस पे एक essay लिखा. फिर इसी तरह Genesis Summer program में मेरे, क्योंकि I did a lot of volunteer work too. I worked a lot with the youth, with the women जिनके पास education नहीं है. I focused on the vocational training programs. I worked with the US Embassy Pakistan, the Yes Alumni Network, Pakistan US Alumni Network. So I had a lot of street experience of working with. So I had a lot to talk about in my applications.
Right.
So I think वो जो sensitivity I developed from these experiences helped me a lot in getting to these
can
places.
you give an advice to everyone who is applying right now? क्योंकि जो सबसे important चीज़ at the end of the day आ जाती है, just that you mentioned, you have to write an essay. For a lot of people, you have to write a personal statement, right? You have to tell about yourself and talk about your story. उसको किस तरीके से वो interesting बना सकते हैं, and what type of things should they include in this personal statement or essay when they're applying for an international program like the ones that you did?
Main advice to ये होगी, do not lie. Do not lie in your application. There's also this is my point of view. I strongly believe in this right and
Which a lot
wrong
of people
thing.
do,
Yeah, that I feel like if I lie here, there's no way, like no matter how excellent my application is, there's Allah watching me and I'm lying. Like it's not gonna. I think this is how my father raised me. Lekin don't lie. Just focus on what you have, and if you know that you're the kind of person who wants to go for such things, तो अपनी एक profile build करना शुरू करें from the very start. Do not ignore small things, or talk about your own experiences. School personal statement में तो of course seek for help from your teachers, from your professors, from those who are experienced. उनसे, because as a student हमारा perspective बहुत different होता है. So those who have already been through it, उनसे आप help लें. Personal statement again, it's a very unique and it's a very personal thing. Make it personal. आपकी बकाया college application तो your grades, whatever you have done is a different side, and then your personal statement is only you. Like who are you? They're just seeing a paper application. They're not meeting you. So that should be about you. But again, seek
and
help.
You cannot cheat, right?
No,
because
you
they
cannot
are experienced
cheat.
people.
Yeah.
उनके पास रोज हजारों applications आती हैं, so they know when you're lying, they will figure it out.
So I work in the admissions office of my school right now, and when I hear counselors talking or sharing, it's of course confidential, लेकिन जो बातें confidential नहीं होती when they say, तो वो schools और colleges ऐसे हैं जो कि 100 साल से they have been in place. अगर वो 100 साल से in place हैं, so हर साल they have read the applications, they have seen it. So if you lie, you're going to find out. Plus there's not one person looking at your application. It's a committee of people. So झूठ बल्कि just take that out, focus on yourself, because you are, of course, what you have done is only unique to you. कोई और किसी ने दूसरे तीसरे has not done it. So I think that's very important.
So you've seen both the world. You've seen the first world. You've studied in Pakistan as well. How do you compare the education systems in both the countries? I know there is a lot of difference, but what was your experience like, especially considering कि Roots जैसा जो एक school है, which is considered to be amongst Pakistan's best school, और वहाँ पे जो education system है OA levels का, that is something which we consider as, it helps you in your when you apply for universities abroad. So how did you find that whole experience and difference between the two sides?
So I have never been to a college in Pakistan or university. मतलब पढ़ा नहीं मैंने वहाँ पे, तो I can't really tell the difference. But my brother goes here to Bahria. My sister she's going to be in college soon. तो एक फ़र्क तो जो साफ बज़ाहिर, of course quality of education is very different, लेकिन वहाँ पे students के पास power बहुत है in institutions abroad, no matter what school you talk about. I think जो leadership, because to be going to university सिर्फ आप पढ़ाई के लिए नहीं जा रहे होते, it's a part of growing as a person, it's a part of grooming, so वो आप leadership opportunities, they make you feel important, and I think growing up as a student, it's important that you're you're made to be feel important. तो एक तो वो हैं opportunities, वहाँ पे आपके पास leadership की बहुत हैं, so वो like they never discourage you, no matter how crazy the idea is, they'll figure out a way to do it with you. And I think you learn to use your words to your benefit, कि situation आपकी कैसी भी क्यों ना हो, like you can turn it around using the right words and talking to the right people.
Can you talk a bit about your research as well? It sounds very interesting. Waziristan में कैसा experience रहा?
Yeah, it's a bit confidential, but I would share what I can.
Just a little bit, yeah.
So मेरे school, जिस college में मैं भी पढ़ रही हूँ, उसमें एक program है Center for International Studies and Liberal Arts. एक competitive center है, लेकिन मैंने उस center के लिए apply किया. वो पूरे class से 500 बच्चों की क्लास में से 40 बच्चों को सेलेक्ट करते हैं, एंड देन दे सपोर्ट देम, दे फंड देयर इंटर्नशिप. तो उस प्रोग्राम के लिए मैंने अप्लाई किया. मेरी जो रिसर्च है दैट इज़ फोकस्ड ऑन द लीगैलिटी ऑफ ड्रोन स्ट्राइक्स और उनके जो मेंटल हेल्थ पे क्या इफेक्ट्स होते हैं ड्रोन स्ट्राइक्स के. एंड देन आई एम गोइंग टू बी स्टडिंग अब्रॉड इन फ्रांस, स्पॉन्सर्ड बाय माई स्कूल अगैन. और देन आई गॉट अ फेलोशिप टू कम टू वज़ीरिस्तान, टॉक टू लोकल पीपल, गेट देयर पर्सपेक्टिव ऑन हाउ दे फील अबाउट ड्रोन स्ट्राइक्स.
And what compelled you to take up this topic?
it's an independent research. मेरा अपना interest था इसमें. जब the more I read about it, and it was a part of my country, and it is happening in my country, and it involves the state where I'm studying. तो उसको मैंने खुद से pursue किया. And I worked with the United Nations on this before as well. I want to continue doing that. आगे, you know, I'll see where it takes me. But I'm glad I came here and got the facts.
That's very interesting, and it sounds like that, you know, there's going to be a good representation, because especially when you're going on the ground, you're going to pick up the facts, research on your own, and then when you take it to United States, there will be more people ready to listen to you, right?
Exactly.
So I guess it's going to be a really good initiative.
I hope so.
I want to talk more about your future, you know, whatever you're going to do. What are your plans for the future? You working with an organization right now as well, right?
Right, organization, the United Nations. I'm a member of their youth assembly. So,
so you're the member.
Yeah,
wow, that's great.
So I'm a youth delegate from Pakistan. I went there last year as well during the summer. Abhi, I'm focusing on my education more. I worked a lot with the organizations in the past too. Uske baad, since my major is international relations, I'm focusing on pre-law and journalism. So I'm looking at organizations like Amnesty International. Professionally, I want to pursue either journalism or law. I think my interests keep on changing. I really don't know where I will be in the future. But something regarding international relations and on the side of diplomacy, inshallah.
So you're figuring it out, and you're in the, I guess, the right place. United Nations is the place to be.
Yeah.
So which office are you in right now? Is it the main office in New York?
Yes, it's the headquarters in New York, and I'm trying to get an internship in their Geneva office for my summer. It's a part of my SISLA program that I mentioned earlier. So we'll see how that turns out.
You'll be traveling to different places now.
Inshallah, yes.
That's great. Okay, I think with that we're gonna end the show. But thank you so much for being here, and there's so much that we can take out from your story, learn from it, and it's really motivational for everyone who is listening to us right now. Thank you once again for being here.
Of course, glad to be here.
Alright, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.